welcome to the NDD Raid School session on Blood Death Knight rotation. If you don't learn your rotation correctly, you will always be lower DPS, and when you get to a boss fight that has more difficult mechanics, your DPS will really show that you don't know your rotation. In this case, you are now being carried through the fight and essentially letting the rest of the raid 9-man the boss. To avoid this situation, simply take the time to learn your rotation correctly and practice it on a training dummy at least once a week on your off-raid days. This will ensure that you can focus on the boss mechanics since your rotation is already in the back of your mind. I do this with most of my 10 characters each week, and if I can manage 10, you can certainly manage at least one character. To start off here, I'm going to show you how to make some beneficial macros for a Blood Death Knight. This will be mainly to use trinkets that have a use effect and to combine your dancing rune weapon with hysteria so they're popped at the same time. Type /macro to open the interface. Alright, so the first one, the main one, is going to be the dancing rune weapon hysteria one. To do that, we're going to do a new macro. Type in a name that represents the spell. Leave the question mark icon chosen so that we can choose the tooltip that it will show. In the first line, we're going to type #show tooltip, all one word. Space, and then the name of the spell, dancing rune weapon. On the next line, we're going to cast dancing rune weapon, /cast, space, dancing rune weapon. On the third line is where we're going to cast hysteria, /cast, hysteria. You can also shift click the name of the spells from your spell book if you'd like to do that. Alright, then we're going to drag this down to our bar where we're going to use it. And when we close the interface menu, it'll come up with that icon. It will also show the cooldown of that spell, dancing rune weapon, after I use the macro. So that's very beneficial. Alright, now if you have a trinket that has a use effect, I do not right now, so that's why I'm not using it. But you would just type it right in here in the second line, /use, space, and then shift click the name of the trinket in there. And it'll pop right in there. And then when you use this macro, it'll use that trinket first, and you'll get the most out of your trinket.